Like the weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check 24. Check 24. Joker. Switch.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on second down. Wilson quickly into the hands of Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the gun on third down, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson over the middle to Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Gain of 11. And it's third down.
On third down, Wilson looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
Wilson.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, D. Hey, zero. 45 is the mark. 18. Check 3. Check 26.
To throw again, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Wilson will throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
5-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Akers.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with Akers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Seahawks.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Number 23, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Wilson now on 3rd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
For the running back.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Second and long.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check right now. Hurt. Check right now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts. than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.